Hey, good afternoon everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make kaboom cake. This is a variation on my other healthy cake recipe. I added a couple of things, switched it around a bit, and it is really good for you. It actually tastes really good. Now, if you're not used to really healthy stuff, you may not want to make this. And if you're wondering why I called it kaboom cake, I think you'll figure it out later on in the recipe. So here's the list of ingredients. First off, measure all the dry ingredients you're going to need, like I did the Rice Krispies here. Because if you only have one measuring cup, you don't want to keep washing it going back and forth. So I've got the Rice Krispies here, the whole wheat flour here, and I'm going to put the bran buds in this bowl. Get the baking powder and baking soda in with the flour. Just give that a good stir. Get the powders mixed in with the flour and set that aside. Add the milk to the bran, then the egg, break up the yolk, stir that up a bit. Add the molasses. And if you want this to come out really, organic, you really should get the blackstrap molasses for this. It's really good for you and it's got an amazing different flavor. It's got a very strong flavor, so you might even want to cut back a bit from 1/3 of a cup to maybe 1/4 of a cup. Now you're going to have to give that a really good stir because this stuff is so thick it will actually stick to the bottom of the mixing bowl. And you'll need that spatula back to get it off. Last is the blueberries. When you mix these in with the molasses, you'll start to see where part of the name comes from, or part of the inspiration for the name. Okay, so when you're ready to go, make sure your oven's heated up there and you got your pan ready, because you got to be quick at this point. So pour all of that into the flour, mix that up. The Rice Krispies. And I'll tell you, looking at this now, if you don't want to make it, you can always send the link to your friends just to gross them out, okay? So, we're ready for the pan now. Yeah, here we go. In all its glory. Just dump that into the pan, as it were. It really does taste good. Don't let this fool you. Okay, spread it around a bit with your spoon. It just kind of sticks together a bit here at this point. It doesn't spread quite as easily. Okay, so when that's ready to go, just pop that in the oven and bake that at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Okay, timer went off. See what we have here. There we go, not too bad. Let's just see how soft this is. Yeah. It might crack a bit. I'll let it cool off a tad in the pan and then I'll transfer it to cooling rack. We'll let that firm up for a minute or two. And it looks stable enough to move now, so just pick up the corners like that. And put it on your cooling rack. Let that cool off for a couple of minutes before you slice it on your cutting board. Yeah, it's cooled off enough that I can transfer it to a cutting board and cut you off a chunk so you can see what it looks like and have a taste. You definitely should get a bread knife for this because it's got a pretty rough crumb. That's what the bottom looks like. So I'll just cut off a slice for you so you can see what it looks like inside. There's lots of blueberries, lots of fiber, and it's really good for you. Let me give it a taste there. Now, got a nice texture, not too moist, not too dry, nice and chewy, good balance with the molasses and the blueberries. I just don't eat too much of this because that's why they call it kaboom cake. Anyways, thanks for watching and I do hope to see you again.